Da-dum, da-da-dum, da-da-dum, da-da-da-da-da-dum, da-da-da-da-da-dum. What does that even mean, Bowers Game Corner?
Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another game review. Today I'm very excited to check out Swish Jr. from Think Fun Games. It's for ages 5 plus. It's for multiple players, they say, so as many players as you want to play with. It'll take you about 5 to 10 minutes to play. And in Swish Jr., you're going to be trying to match up different transparent cards with other different transparent cards. So hopefully they will complete a different shape on the card so you can gain points and win the game. But what am I talking about? Let's open it up and I'll tell you. Alright then, we're going to take a look at what you're going to get inside of Swish Jr., the See It Stack It card game. So first and foremost, in this game, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be trying to gain the most points by creating swishes. You're going to create swishes by seeing if cards can be stacked on top of each other and complete a picture. So I'll just give you an example of what a swish is right here. This would be a 2-card swish. If you took this card, flipped it over, and put it like that, because it has successfully completed the picture. So that would be a swish. You'd put that in your score pile. You'd score 2 points. You'd flip over 2 new cards, and you would continue on with the game. You can also do it with more than 2 cards. You can have 3-card swishes. You could potentially go crazy and have 4-card swishes. But the key is that you need to be doing it quickly because everyone's going to be trying to find swishes at the same time. I'm also going to stop calling them swishes and just call them matches because that's what they are. You're going to try and find matches. 2-card matches, 3-card matches. You're not finding swishes. We're done talking about it. Alright, so the real star of the show and the only component you're going to get are going to be cards, and more cards. And as you can see, these are translucent cards. They don't have a right way you can put them, so sometimes they'll be, to the left and to the right, upside down. And that actually adds to the challenge of the game because one of the rules is you're not allowed to touch the cards before you call a swoosh, before you call a match. But getting ahead of ourselves, so let's take a look at the handy-dandy little rule sheet. It's small, it's compact, it's portable, and that's nice. It's pretty well done. It'll have you up and running in no time at all. Plenty of pictures, illustrations, examples, all the good stuff you like to see in a rule book. So I've got a game set up, and as I mentioned at the beginning, you can play with as many players as you want because everyone's going to be looking at the one board, which is going to have 12 cards in front of you. You're going to say go once the cards are all set up, and everyone's going to look for swishes, and when you find one, you'll say swish, and then you can create the swoosh, and if you were able to successfully do that, then you are going to gain the points. Now, there are 3 ways in the game that you could potentially lose points. First, if you touch the cards before calling out swoosh. So if you did this and then said swoosh, you would lose a point. You can't touch any of the cards. You can't rearrange them or twist them around before you call swoosh. Next, if you take time to search for a swoosh after you call swoosh, because obviously you could just say swoosh, and then you could look for a second and say, oh, yeah, here we go. Swoosh. No, you got to immediately grab it and do it. That's more of a judgment call kind of thing, but normally you can tell if somebody's just trying to stall for time. So that would also lose you a point, aka lose you a card. Last but not least, and this doesn't happen too often, if you select cards that don't make a swoosh, then obviously you are going to lose points. But if you do successfully create a swoosh, you'll take the cards, put them in your score pile, replace them with new cards, and continue on with the game until you can make no more swishes and you go through all the cards. Whoever has the most cards at the end of the game is going to be the winner of Swish Jr., and that, in a nutshell, is how the game is played. Oh, great, don't worry. Swish Jr. from Think Fun. What about how? Let's go to the pros, let's go to the cons. First, on the con side, the game is not going to be for everybody. This is a kids/family game. And that's just not going to be the market for everybody. Also, strategy-wise, not that many strategies. You could say that, yes, sometimes you want to do it really quickly so you can get 2 swishes and you get the 2 points, but you might potentially want to go for more swishes so you can gain more points. But really, that's a stretch. Also, component-wise, some people are not going to like the cheapness of the box it comes with or the mesh cloth bag it comes with. I personally think those are pros that it comes with that mesh cloth bag because it's a kid's game, and that's, this means it's going to get beat up, but some people are going to be turned off by that. Also, the game is just boring for the most part, at least for adults in particular. This is never something you're going to play on a game night, and when you play it with kids, you're going to be bored, because it's one of those games where you're probably just going to be better than the kids at, especially if you're playing with younger kids, which means you're going to have to intentionally slow down, and I hate games like that, because I feel like the best kind of kids games are the kinds where you really don't have to try and be bad at the game in order to bring the kid up. Haba has a lot of great games where the kids can compete with the parents, and I like that. But this game does not really accomplish that. Any other cons I have with this game? No. I mean, it's okay. That's as far as I'm going to go here. This gets played in my classroom, and the kids enjoy playing it, and they can play it by themselves, which is another big pro, especially considering I think it's a little bit boring. They can play it by themselves because the gameplay is very simple, and they had fun with it. Was it something to request all the time? No. Was it one of the most popular games I've ever brought in? No, of course not. But it's not a bad game for kids, and it's not a bad game for families, but adults are going to get boring. So overall, Swish Junior is just okay. That's as most as I can say. If you can find it for cheap and you play with kids, or you have kids that like to play games by themselves and preferably not with you because you'll be bored, then this isn't a bad one to check out. But would I recommend going out and buying it new? No way. I'd be interested to see what Swish is too, as opposed to Swish Junior. I wonder if that's more complex. I wonder if it's better. Probably not, but who knows. So this has been a review of Swish Junior. If you enjoyed this review, please be sure to click on the subscribe button down below and in the comments below. Let me know, what is your favorite game with translucent cards? I really can only think of two. I can think of this and I can think of Gloom. So I guess Gloom? I like Gloom. I've never reviewed it. I know it's got a bad reputation, but I enjoy Gloom. So really, I can't think of any other games with translucent cards, but let me know in the comments below, do you know any other games with translucent cards? And if so, are they good? And as always, thanks for your time, YouTube.